Samsung has exploded higher plus 8.22% to $309,500, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Sunday, July 5th, and this is your complete global market briefing. The bulls are firmly in the driving seat today across most major markets. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is little changed, hovering near $7,483.24. Equity markets are responding to reports that European stocks rally to cap best week since May, markets wrap. NASDAQ 100 dropped sharply -1.61% to $29,329. Equity markets are responding to reports that TSMC versus Nvidia, which RE semiconductor stock should you buy in July? Trading view. Dow Jones is up +1.14%, trading at $52,900. Equity markets are responding to reports that Dow sets high while NASDAQ bread flags, with Fed and earnings ahead tech stock squared. DAX edged higher +0.78% to $25,779. Traders are reacting to news that S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war. FTSE 100 is trading higher by +0.25%, at $10,679. Equity markets are responding to reports that Dow sets high while NASDAQ bread flags, with Fed and earnings ahead tech stock squared. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Samsung surged +8.22% to $309,500 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Samsung profit surges over eightfold to beat estimates as RE boom fuels memory chip crunch. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. Northrop Grumman surged +5.59% to $549.01 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Northrop Grumman, NOC, has a long-cycle deterrence and mission systems engine bigger than a budget debate Alpha Street. The B-21 Raider production ramp is the centerpiece, a multi-decade revenue stream with limited competition. Space and missile defense segment growth reflects the elevated threat environment. Any program update would be market-moving. Meta made a dramatic move today, plunged -4.90% to $582.90. Equity markets are responding to reports that Meta is about to make its next billion-dollar bet. Wall Street thinks it could be huge, 24/7 Wall St. The advertising engine continues to outpace expectations. AI-driven targeting improvements are delivering direct revenue per user gains each quarter. The key variable to watch is engagement per user as Reels, Stories, and Threads compete for time. Reality Labs' losses are the one overhang, but core momentum is exceptional. Apple surged +4.84% to $308.63 in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that Apple's stock gains as company XX cite iPhone, Mac demand in boosting guidance. Apple Intelligence adoption rate across the iPhone 16 base is the variable that will determine whether this cycle outperforms the last. Services revenue, now running at over $100 billion annualized, compounds regardless of hardware timing. The India manufacturing expansion de-risks the China tariff story meaningfully. Watch for any product announcement that could re-accelerate upgrades. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. On the geopolitical front, traders are reacting to news that S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. Equity markets are responding to reports that Dow sets high while NASDAQ bread flags, with Fed and earnings ahead tech stock squared. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. Rate expectations remain a key driver for growth and technology stocks, which are highly sensitive to discount rate assumptions. On the data front, equity markets are responding to reports that Dow sets high while NASDAQ bread flags, with Fed and earnings ahead tech stock squared. Turning to commodities. Brent crude ticked up to $72.13 per barrel, up 0.46% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that oil prices fall after Trump says US-Iran talks in Qatar are going well. WTI crude ticked up to $68.78 per barrel, up 0.13% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that oil prices fall after Trump says US-Iran talks in Qatar are going well. Natural gas climbed to $3.25, up 1.53% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war. Gold climbed to $4,187.30 per troy ounce, up 1.81% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that safe havens aren't behaving like they used to. Here's what's changed. Let us give you our near-term view on Samsung. With momentum this strong, traders will be watching the $328,070 level closely. A clean break there would confirm the uptrend and could bring in additional momentum buyers. Risk management remains critical. Always size positions according to your own risk tolerance. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.14, gaining 0.55% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.33, gaining 0.08% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 161.34, losing 0.74% on the day. The move in the dollar reflects reports that European stocks rally to cap best week since May, markets wrap. Here is what we will be watching closely in the days ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. We cover every major global market, every single day. If this kind of daily, actionable analysis is useful to you, please support us with a like and subscribe. It takes 2 seconds and it means a great deal to this channel. Share this with anyone who invests or trades, they will thank you for it. That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe and we will see you in the next one. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.